Next subtopic, that is project life cycle. As we know, project is an endeavor with a fixed timeline. Hence, every project has to be divided into certain phases from beginning to the end. There are six stages what we have as shown in the slide. The stage would be beginning with project initiation, project planning, project execution, project monitoring and control, project closure, and at the end we have also added post project analysis and evaluation. We all know the importance of evaluation, right? Let's start with first phase, that is project initiation. Let's talk about it. The project objective or need is to be identified. For example, increasing rate of unemployed youth in a particular region could invoke a project related to generation of employment opportunities for the youth according to the skill set. In the initiation phase only, need assessment needs to be done and the viewpoint of the stakeholders need to be taken into account. This is the most vital phase of any project and sometimes the most overlooked one as well. So I hope it is clear now. Let's move to project planning. Once a project is justified and all the stakeholders are brought on the same page, the project manager or the managing government or NGO agency gives a green signal for further detailed planning of the project. Here, the on-field officials try to chalk out a detailed vision and mission of the project. The project management team needs to develop deeper in this phase. They need to dive in deeper into in this phase. We all know the importance of planning, as these are the initial stages, and if anything goes wrong, then the project would be shut down. So project planning plays a very vital role. The project management team needs to dive deeper in this phase with on-ground implementation strategies. They need to create a balance between the on-ground implementation and the project. We all need to we can go on to plan, and we can go on to do more and more planning, but if you are not able to match it with the ground realities, then your plannings are not worth it. The planning needs to have a proper match with the on-ground reality as we are going to implement those. So we need to match with on-ground implementation strategies. Let's move to our execution phase, that is project execution. This is the moving phase of a project. Once the planning and all is done, now we would be going further into a project and our projects get a green signal and it starts. The previous step, the planning, is put into action in this phase. Major parameters to hold the project together is control and communication throughout the entire project period. The progress is to be constantly monitored and rectifications are to be made as per the project. Simultaneously, the rectifications can be done because we need to be successful one, right? So as the project moves to execution phase, we would be also going for rectification phase, rectification of any of the strategies needed. Then and there, the empowerment has been given to the officials to go for rectification. Let's move to closure phase. Actually, we have also discussed about project monitoring and control. There is a very narrow gap between project execution and project monitoring and control. Both can be actually considered to be just one phase, where we go for project. We go on to execute the project, as well as we go on to monitor it, whether it is going on schedule as per the schedule or not, what are the roadblocks, we go on to identify them and we try to overcome those. Let's now talk about project closure. In closure phase, the project in its most vital form has to be transferred to the beneficiaries and they have to be made the prime stakeholders. Essential knowledge and awareness need to be transferred to the key members of the community. So quite important in that aspect. let's now talk about the last phase, that is post project analysis and evaluation. We all know the importance of evaluation, because evaluation, if you do some evaluation of any project, then for not only for that present project, but it also helps in coming up with further good project plans in the near future. So evaluation really plays a good role in your project. Let's talk about it. As a project planning and implementation agency, this turns out to be a vital yet conveniently neglected phase of any project. For example, often we see roads being built that does not even last a month. Any infrastructure projects taken up starts falling within a month to a few years after their constructions. You can see our roads, you can those roads like the highways, or we can say the main roads, this in our city, the main roads, the highways, all the roads, the main road should go minimum period of 10 years. But do you really think they go for a period of 10 years? I really don't think so. After 3-4 years, or after 3-4 rainy seasons, they would be showing their true colors. Yeah, so we know what all has happened there, right? Okay, so in terms of project related to development, even after the parent agency hands over the control to the community, it has to be sustainable in the longer run to be of any use to the community. However, it is seen as the implementing agency parts its way with the entire established setup goes for a toss. There is an established order and hierarchy of control as under the implementing agency. I hope I made all the points clear about project lifecycle, starting from project initiation to the post project analysis and evaluation, and what were its importance.